Let's see if down payment assistance is right for you. Hey, first time home buyers, I'm TJ Moores with Harper Realty, and today I'll be your guide to see your options in down payment assistance. Hopefully this video will be very informative to you. Note, please look at the description below and I'll list different states because different states have different programs and different requirements. So I'll list all the states that I'm knowledgeable of that provide down payment assistance. It'll be the direct link. It is your due diligence to do your own research to figure out what is right for you. Okay, let's get into it. There are different types of government assistance. Most government assistance down payment assistance programs are local government programs, your state or your county. So what you want to do is you want to weigh your options. You want to look at down payment assistant government programs. And you also want to look at your lender specific programs without down payment assistance. Because with these programs, you want to weigh your options. You want to see which it will be better for your situation. Is down payment assistance a better fit for you, or just a regular FHA loan through a bank or a lender? The reason why I'm telling you that, it reverts back to what I said. It's up to you to do your research to see what is best for you. Everybody's situation is different. So you want to look at the interest rate. You want to look at requirements. How long do you have to stay at the property? A lot of these down payment assistance programs have a minimum credit score requirement and a maximum income requirement. The requirements are put into a place to protect the program because they don't want somebody that is an investor taking advantage of it, because these programs are put into place for those who do not have enough money to put down, and that will be unfair to those who really need it. Or if you're not really an investor and you're just buying it because you want to rent it out, those are things that you need to read up on, because it could be a requirement saying that you're going to be an owner occupancy, meaning that you're going to dwell and live at this property. You're not going to get it and rent it out to such and such. But like I said, before you just go with down payment assistance, try to apply for a loan without any down payment assistance. That will be your FHA, your VA, your USDA, and your conventional. Try that first and see if that will be better for you. Some of these loans, like a USDA loan and a VA loan, in some cases is 0% down. I'm not sure if that's with every state, but I know that is something in my state that I have seen through a transaction, 0% down with the USDA and a VA. Check with your lender in your state, because you want to be able to compare each and every one of these programs. Another thing to know about a grant or down payment assistance is a grant can act as a secondary mortgage. It can hold a lien on title. It is attached to your title. So in some cases, you want to read all the requirements, because some of these grants are not just forgivable depending on your state or your circumstance. You want to read the fine print to see. You can read or ask the person you're communicating with about the loan or about the down payment assistance. You want to ask these type of questions. How long do I have to live there? Is there a certain time I have to live there before the loan is forgiven? Say you sign up for a down payment assistance and you get approved for it, and 2 years later you're planning on moving to California. That is something you need to know, because this secondary mortgage or this down payment assistance acts as a secondary mortgage. It could require you to pay that loan back before you can even sell it or switch it over to somebody else. So it might have for example, it might say that you have to live at this residence for 10 years before that loan is actually forgiven. A lot of times too, you want to check the interest rate because the interest rate might be higher than a regular loan without down payment assistance. But good news is, in most cases, as long as you live there, you're not going to have to pay that loan back. And if you meet the terms that are required, you won't have to pay it back. It will be completely forgiven. But like I said, check and see if that's your case in your state. And reason being, like I said, reason why they're making you stay there for 10 years or X amount of years, however many years they tell you, is like I said, is to protect the programs, to make sure people are not taking advantage of it for people who really need it. There's people out there who really need it. So they don't want to just be giving that money to everybody because it's unfair. They have the money to put down. This is for somebody who is, motivated to buy a home but needs a little assistance. And another thing is, I don't know how it is in your state, but where I'm at, it is a seller's market. I mean, it is crazy. So another thing to ask is, how fast can you close? And do I have to disclose that I'm using down payment assistance? Because when you apply, it will say FHA with down payment assistance. Do you have to disclose that? Because it might not work in your favor because it takes a little longer in some cases to close. And in a seller's market, you're not going to have a fighting chance if they want a certain type of loan or they're looking for a certain type of, somebody wants to bid over you. It just wouldn't be fair to you. So the main thing about this video is down payment assistance and regular loans. Your conventional, your FHA, your VA, and your USDA. USDA is rural areas, country areas, and a lot of times is 0% down. For where I'm at is 0% down. It might be different in your state. So the main thing for this video is to see if it's helping you or hurting you. Is it better for you to have down payment assistance, or would it be better for you just to have a regular mortgage with a bank? You have to weigh those options, what is best for you. And also, some banks have 100% financing loans, 0% down for affordable programs. So it's 0% conventional with less restrictions. So this 0% down, 100% financing with banks. Some banks do this and some banks don't. You just have to call around, and I also will link down below in the description banks that I'm knowledgeable of that do this. So this will be good for somebody who has student loans that's affecting the DTI, and if you're in a seller's market, this will be beneficial to you too. And another thing to know, you don't have to have PMI with this. You don't have to have private mortgage insurance with this. So that could be beneficial too. But keep in mind, however, some of these have higher interest rates, and if you're not looking for a higher interest rate, you might want to, like I said, compare the two. What is better for you? Well, hopefully this video was informative and helpful to you. If you would like to ask any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. If you want me to make content on a certain subject matter, please feel free to say, hey, will you make a video on this? And I'll get right on it. I'm TJ Morris, realtor with Harper Realty. And if you need help with anything, feel free to reach out and I'll answer it to the best of my knowledge. Thank you. Have a great day. And don't forget to subscribe. If you subscribe, you might have 100 years of good luck.